Okay boys, so for this video I just want to run you through the best way to work out the formal algorithm multiplication procedure. Now I understand that most of you have a bit of an understanding already, but just in case you forget, let's go through it. So let's start with a fairly basic one, 485 multiplied by 3. Okay. So we know that when we're working with multiplication, we must start in the ones column, okay? And the first step we must do is 3 times 5. So we know 3 times 5 is 15. Now we don't write 15 down the bottom. We must put our 1 for our 15 and regroup it. That then goes on top of the 8. And just to help us out, I like to put a little plus sign just so we don't get confused. That doesn't become 18. That is separate. The 1 is separate. So just remember to do that. It's not like subtraction where we regroup and that number becomes larger. We just add that on at the end. Also remembering, multiplication always comes before addition. So now we must do 3 times 8. I don't want you to add the 1 on and then you do 3 times 9. You must multiply first. So 3 times 8 is 24, plus our 1 becomes 25. So we put our 5 there, and then we regroup once again. And I like to put my plus 2 just to remind me that's what I need to do at the end. So now I've got 3 times 4 equals 12, plus 2 is 14. So I know 485 multiplied by 3 is 1,455. Awesome. Let's do a little bit harder one now. So I know I've shown you the partial product way of solving 2 by 2 digit numbers, but just in case you forget, here's the formal algorithm way of a 3 by 2 digit multiplication sum. So we'll start here. We'll go 346 multiplied by 27. Okay. So now, a little bit trickier, where do we start first? The best way, once again, is to always start with your ones. So we've got our 7 there, okay, and our 7 we must multiply by 6 first. Just like we did over here, okay, we must do over here. The 2 at the moment, we don't need to worry about the 2, okay? The 2 is just there for show at the moment. So if we do 7 times 6 equals 42. We put the 4 there, and we regroup, and our 2 goes up the top. 7 times 4 now, okay, that's our next step. 7 times 4 is 28, plus our 2 would be 30. So we put a 3 there, and we put our 3 above that 3. Final step, 7 times 3. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 3 is 24. Now, that's not our final step. We're not done because we've still got this 2 that we need to multiply by. Because we're moving over to the tens column, okay, the 2 is in the tens column, we must cover our 7. By doing that, we always add a 0 there. Then we can start our multiplication. 2 times 6 equals 12. It's probably best to cross that out, and then I would put a plus 1 here. Okay, 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. And then we finish with our 2 times 3, which equals 6. Now, our answer, 346 multiplied by 27, can't equal 2 sets numbers. So, as we know already with partial product, we should add them together. Now, because they line up, we go 4 plus 0, 4, 0 plus 2, is still 2. 9 plus 4 is 13. Carry the 1 over here. 6 plus 2 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. So we know 346 multiplied by 27. Our final answer is 9,324. Hopefully that helps. What I would suggest, boys, is now for a little bit of homework, give one a go yourself. Try this one out. 2,083 multiplied by 56. see how you go, and we'll check in tomorrow.